Welcome to Knowledge Share channel. So in this video, we will be discussing about what is electrical energy. In previous videos, we have discussed about what is electrical power. But in this video, we will be discussing about what is electrical energy. What is the difference between power and energy? See, power is nothing but V into I. That is at what voltage the current is being driven is called as the power. So V into I gives you power. But this electrical energy is nothing but how much duration this voltage and current is being applied for in that particular circuit. That is called as energy. So it is indicated by a letter called as W. So W equal to P into T is called as electrical energy. So P is nothing but V into I. So VIT is called as electrical energy. So where V is the voltage, I is the current, and T is the time in seconds or something like that, which we will be discussing later. Okay. So how to convert. So normally it will be given in hours, because watt hour is very, very important. We will be discussing, right? So let's move on. So I will just give you an overview of what we are going to discuss. So in this particular video, we will be discussing the definition for electrical energy and what this one unit stands for in electrical energy. What are the different formulas used for electrical energy calculations? As well, we will be discussing about some problems related with electrical energy. So this is what we are going to do. So before moving on, I just want to discuss what do you mean by this electrical energy triangle. Again, it's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. E, you just put a triangle, you just put a T into it. You will observe that EPT, you just write EPT. In previous case for power it was PIV. Here you can write as EPT. Okay, EPT. So if I want to find what is energy, it is nothing but power into time. If I want to find what is power, it is nothing but E by T. So very simple to understand the problem. So E is nothing but the energy in joules, P is nothing but the power in watts, and T is nothing but the time in seconds. Okay, so now let us discuss in detail what is electrical energy. See, the electrical energy is nothing but it is the total amount of work which is done, and hence it is nothing but the product of the product of power and time. That is W equal to P into T is called as power, and P can be written as V into I. So it is called as VIT, or it can P equal to I square R. One formula is there. So you can write it as I square RT. Okay, so you can write any formula. And one thing you want to remember, 1 watt second is nothing but joule, but it's a very small unit for practical purpose. That's why we normally use kilowatt hours. What do you mean? So that's why we always represented this electrical energy in 1 unit. 1 kilowatt hour is 1 unit. So what is it 1 kilowatt hour? What is it 1 unit? It is nothing but you want to specify the power in watts, time in seconds, and finally you can divide the entire formula by 1000. Why I am dividing it by 1000 is because I want to convert the watts to kilowatts, and again dividing by 60 into 60. Why? Because time it is in seconds, so I want to convert that to minutes and then to hours. So 1 kilowatt hour is called as 1 unit. So this is a very important thing which is which has to be understood clearly. Okay, so please understand, very easy to know. Okay, so hope you are clear with what is 1 kilowatt hour. So let's go into solve some problems. Okay, so it's a very simple problem. See, for example, in this problem I have taken 20 lamps. I have taken 20 lamps. Each lamp is having a watts of 60 watts. Okay, 60 watts. That is nothing but the power. And it is used for 4 hours per day in a building. If there is a building which is having 20 lamps and each lamp is of 60 watts and used for 4 hours per day. What I want to calculate? Current drawn when all the lamps are working. What will be the current drawn when all the lamps are working? The monthly electrical charge at 55 pies per unit. As I have already told, this electrical energy is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour, which is nothing but 1 unit. So, how much unit has been consumed is what you want to calculate, and just you want to multiply it by 55 pies. Then, you want to find what is the electrical or what is the monthly electrical charge. This is what the final conclusion of this problem. So, I will just break down of the problem. So, first we want to find what is the current drawn by 1 lamp. So, the power is given as 60 and the voltage is given as 240. So, finally you can write it as 0.25 amps. And similarly, so 0.25 amps is the current drawn by each lamp. So, I want to find the current drawn by the total lamp. So, the total lamps is 20 lamps are there. So, 20 into 0.25 which is nothing but 5 amps. Then, the energy consumed in a month will be equal to, okay, so that we will take it as 30 days. So, 30 days into, what is this 4? So, in all 30 days I am using for 4 hours and 20 is there. What is this 20? And 60 is given. What is this 60? So, 20 is nothing but number of lamps, which is nothing but 20. 60 is nothing but the power. So, 30 into 4 into 20 into 60, directly it will give you the answer in watt hours. But I need the answer in kilowatt hour. So, you have to divide it by 1000. So, since already the time has been specified as hours, no need to divide it by 60 and 2 other 60s. If it is specified in seconds, then that has to be done. If it is not being specified, for example, if it is being specified in hours only, then directly you can find it in kilowatt hour. So, as you know, the answer is we are getting is 144 kilowatt hour. So, 1 kilowatt hour is nothing but 1 unit. So, 144 kilowatt hour is nothing but 144 units. So, the electricity charge we calculate is 1 unit will be 0.55 pies. So, let us take it as 0.55. So, 144 into 0.55 will be giving you 79.20 rupees. So, the total electricity bill accounts to 79 rupees. Okay, so this is for the final conclusion. This is how you will be solving the problem related to the electrical energy. Okay, we have come to the end of this session. So, if you really like this video, please give a thumbs up. Any queries are there, you can just post it in the comment section. And if you really feel that this particular video will be suitable for someone who are preparing for GATE exams or technical interviews, you can just share this. And if you really like the videos which I post on this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.